This will be some of the most important information you've ever came across in your life. I want to start by asking you a question. When you were younger, did you ever hear that storks delivered babies? And did you ever wonder why people would even be questioning where babies came from? I had a discussion with my dad last night about this topic. I want to play a short clip of what he said about storks delivering babies.
Even as a child, I remember coming up and hearing about storks delivering babies through movies or through, I don't know if it's through books, but it was never taken as serious. I thought it was just a way for parents to say that's where babies come from instead of the parents.
Most of us probably thought something like what he just said. The truth is revealed in movies and TV shows. I want to show you a clip from a movie made by Warner Bros. Studios released in 2016. Pay attention to what the stork says and what's going on in the background behind him.
It's an image as old as time. A baby swaddled in white, delivered by the stork. But you'll find here on Stork Mountain, we take baby delivery seriously. I'm here to finally unveil our new and improved human infant production facility. We have perfected and streamlined the process, devising a zero-mistake workflow. Trademark.
It may seem like it's just a made-up innocent children's movie, but it's about to get deeper. In order for you to really see the big picture, you have to understand that orphans and orphanages were a huge thing in the late 1800s and early 1900s. This is why there were so many orphan-themed movies that came out. What I'm about to show you next is the mind-blowing part that I was talking about. But before I show you, shameless plug, bookofhiddentruths.com if you guys want to learn how to see with your third eye for the first time in your life. Or you can click the orange series button that you see that red arrow pointing to below. It's a simple 4-minute meditation. Less than 20 seconds after you complete the meditation, a colorful 3D floating orb that's only visible to your third eye will appear in front of you and float around your room. It'll be one of the most life-changing experiences because you instantly realize that there's a whole nother world of things going on earth that our regular eyes can't see. It's only visible to our third eye. But let's get back to the video. Look, I want to show you some clips from a video on the Mind Unveiled YouTube channel. If this video was just talking about the topic, it wouldn't be that mind-blowing. What makes this video so mind-blowing is the fact that he's showing real postcards from the late 1800s and early 1900s that he's collected. All of the postcards have babies on them. Now, there's nothing wrong with that, right? What's shocking is the words that the creators of the postcards had put on them and what some people that lived in those times were writing onto the postcards. This is the thumbnail to the video. On the left side of the thumbnail is one of the postcards with babies on them. It's in French. I translated what it says on that postcard into English, and this is what it said: babies for sale. With them you will have the best joys. This is an advertisement. They're advertising their product. He has a pile of postcards with babies on them, and the babies are all riding a train. One of the things that I thought of, if they were being sold, how are they being delivered? How did they get to people? This right here answers that question.
So this is the babies and trains category. It's not just cabbages.
That turned into a murder.
So fascinating.
This just ain't for me, bro.
This is the father-daughter incest case that turned into a murder. You guys, this one is disgusting, and if I had to hear it, then so do you. Hi, I'm Julie. I talk about true crime, dark history, and all things weird and spooky, so if that's what you're into, please give me a follow and also follow my Instagram. Okay, so you're gonna need a backstory. In 1995, when Stephen Plattle was 20 years old, he met and groomed 15-year-old Alyssa on the internet. He traveled to San Antonio, Texas to begin a sexual relationship with her. And then Alyssa ran away with Stephen to begin a life with him in New York. Alyssa is his first wife, by the way. Alyssa became pregnant at 16, and then they had their first baby when she turned 17 years old, and they named her Denise Plattle. According to Alyssa, Stephen inflicted torturous abuse on their daughter Denise. He pinched her and beat her till she was black and blue, and even tried to drown her multiple times. Alyssa decided to put Denise up for adoption because she didn't believe that Denise would have a chance at life if she lived with Stephen. Anthony and Kelly Fusco adopted Denise and renamed her Katie Rose Fusco. In August 2016, when Katie was 18 years old, she reached out to her biological parents Stephen and Alyssa Plattle on Facebook. They met in Knightdale, North Carolina, and Katie then decided to move in with Stephen and Alyssa and their 2 children. By the time Katie moved in, Stephen and Alyssa had actually agreed to separate, so they were sleeping in different bedrooms. Over the following months, Stephen and Katie became incredibly close. In May 2017, Alyssa read in one of her children's diaries that Katie and Stephen were involved in sexual activity and that Katie was pregnant. She read that her 2 children were told that Katie was their stepmother. Alyssa called Stephen immediately, and then he confirmed that this abusive, incestuous relationship was true and that she was actually pregnant. Alyssa then called the police, as she should. On July 20, 2017, Stephen and Katie got married and lied on their marriage documents saying that they weren't related. The wedding was attended by Stephen's mother and Katie's adoptive parents. It just baffles me that they attended this disgusting wedding. There is no way that these people didn't know that they were related. Katie gave birth to her own father's baby and named him Bennett Kieran Plattle in September 2017. In January 2018, Katie and Stephen were arrested for incest charges. The judge ordered that Katie and Stephen have no contact with each other and that Bennett would go into the custody of Stephen's mother. Following their release bond, Katie